We continue to follow devastation in southeastern Kentucky after that deadly tornado. Stories of survival this morning and the latest from the National Weather Service. Plus, 3 cubs safe and sound after being rescued by TWRA agents where they were found. Good morning and thanks for joining us for WVLT News at 9 o'clock. I'm Olivia Calfee. We're tracking a WVLT first alert weather day. Those strong storms later today have the potential to bring damaging winds to some in East Tennessee. So let's get to meteorologist Ben Cathy. Ben, when can we expect these storms to roll in?
Yeah, there'll be a few storms around like 4 or 5 o'clock, but the main line is 8 to 12, 7:30, 8 o'clock on the plateau. That's all in Eastern time. Gusty storms for pretty much everybody tonight, and the high wind threat extends through much of our western counties. You saw these little leopard spot showers, teeny tiny guys rolling through, although it did slow traffic a little bit. But we'll actually get abundant sunshine and a ton of warmth today. We're already well into the 70s in places like Loudon, even Morristown, Monticello, and Jamestown. And so today, filtered sunshine, but sunshine nonetheless, which is going to power the storms later as the sun begins to set. Nothing changing here on our timeline with the damaging wind threat about 8 to 10, primarily western counties. Tornado threat is lower compared to the wind threat, but if they did form, they could be a stronger on the Fujita scale, right? Tonight, very likely to see that rainfall, and we'll walk you through the amounts right here. Pretty quiet through most of the day, but after 8 o'clock, watch that downpour coming in, leading to that really intense driving if you have to be on the roads. The latest on quieter weather to come after this. Up in a few. Olivia.
All right, Ben, thank you. And this morning, meteorologists still determining just how strong a tornado in London, Kentucky was. The National Weather Service's preliminary assessment shows high-end EF3 damage with low-end EF4 indicators. The tornado devastated parts of the state Friday, but as neighbors there help clean up what's left behind, we're hearing their stories of survival. Sunshine Hills is one of the hardest hit neighborhoods. People were out yesterday picking up pieces and saving precious memories. Over a mile away, Old Whitley Road wasn't spared. In several spots, foundations are the only thing left behind to show a house was there. Teachers of Kiwi Elementary School came over to give supplies to families in need. These were items like food, water, hygiene products, and bags. One of the teachers tells us it's hard to see students deal with this loss.
It's devastating, honestly. Nothing like this has ever happened here. It's devastating knowing that students in the county have went through this. I mean, it's just horrible.
Those teachers say the school district will reach out to students directly if they need any help. The National Weather Service team worked all day Sunday and most of yesterday to look at the damage in London. One of the officials says the twister started east of Russell County, made it through the woods, then to the edge of Laurel County.
But to get us this strong of a tornado, this is not normal. This is very rare for us. And so I think it caught a lot of people off guard, especially because it came through at night. And in some ways, we were very lucky in Somerset because it hit a lot of business areas.
The NWS says they're going to keep looking at the damage for the next few days before making their final decision on the rating. And also this morning, we're learning more about a fire major who was among those killed during the tornado in Laurel County. Crews say he was shielding his wife when he died. Les Leatherman was found on top of his wife after the storm. His wife now in the hospital. She is expected to recover. But we're told Leatherman responded to multiple other calls during the tornado. And now his loved ones tell us they hope he can be remembered as a hero.
Just the people that you love, just tell them how much you love them. You know, if we knew that it was going to be the last time that we seen him, we would have loved a little more, you know what I'm saying? Because who would have ever thought this would have happened?
Leatherman served as a Laurel County firefighter for 39 years. And we do want to be here to help keep you all safe around the clock. Right now, you can pull out your phone, scan this QR code. Make sure that you have our free WVLT First Alert weather app downloaded on your phone. Our team has been working hard all morning. They will continue into this evening. They'll send you all information that you need as those storms roll through this evening. And with that, let's get a check of your First Alert traffic. Starting to look much better out there on the roads. Here's a live look. I-40 at Hall of Fame Drive. You can see traffic moving along there. Some good news. Those westbound lanes were dealing with quite a bit of congestion earlier. Really, the big area that I'm seeing those slowdowns is 640 at Western Avenue. Still moving really slow in the westbound lanes there. Have checked, don't have any reports in that area of any problems. Looks like just that morning commute congestion struggling to get going this morning. But you can see on the map there some of those slowdowns. Now further out so you can see where you're driving in from. That's really the big problem. I-40 through the downtown area and then 640 west right now headed towards I-40 near Western Avenue. Other than that, we are looking pretty good out there. Well, new this morning, police need your help identifying this man that you see on your screen. The Knoxville Police Department say he's the suspect in a string of commercial vehicle burglaries. Now, this happened on Sutherland Avenue earlier this month. If you know anything, you were asked to get in touch with the East Tennessee Valley Crime Stoppers. You can remain anonymous. We have that number for you to call right now inside your WVLT News app. And authorities still need your help finding a Scott County man. He's been missing for over a year. Now, the TBI issued a silver alert for Audi Harness last May. Authorities still have not been able to locate him. The TBI tells us he has a medical condition that may keep him from getting home safe. If you know anything or know where he is, call 1-800-TBI-FIND. And this morning, the Knox County Board of Education is asking for your thoughts as board members work on finishing the district's new strategic plan. That plan will set the district's objectives for the next 5 years. Staff want parents and community members to fill out a survey to rank and prioritize certain goals. On that lengthy list of objectives, like graduation rates, work experience, and academic goals. If you're interested in filling out a survey for yourself, we have a link to that survey right now inside your WVLT News app. And Mayor Glenn Jacobs' county budget is moving forward. County Commission approved the $1.1 billion budget last night. Most of the budget will go towards Knox County schools for improving staff salaries and upgrading school buildings. Now, some of that money will also go towards repaving county roads. WVLT is proud to be your official station of the Vols. We're learning when the Lady Vols will play this weekend during the Super Regionals in Knoxville. They're set to face Nebraska inside Sherry Parker Lee Stadium. Game 1 is Friday night at 7 o'clock. Game 2 is Saturday at 5. And if necessary, Game 3 would be on Sunday. The winner of the series will head to Oklahoma City for the Women's College World Series. And the Tennessee baseball team getting ready for the postseason. They start their run in the SEC tournament tomorrow morning at 10:30, bright and early. And listen to this, a couple Vols have picked up some SEC honors. Liam Doyle named Pitcher of the Year for the SEC. Doyle leads the nation with 137 strikeouts. Joining Doyle on the All-SEC first team is Andrew Fisher. Fisher leads the league with 22 home runs, slugging percentage, and several other categories. And if you are interested in watching some Major League Baseball, you can do that this week on the Tennessee Valley Sports Entertainment Network. The Reds taking on the Pirates tonight at 6:30. You can watch the game over on the CW Knoxville. Well, you may have heard that Pope Leo XIV is a Chicago White Sox fan. And to honor the new pontiff, the team unveiled a mural at Rate Field. Check this out. The artwork is on the pillar down the third baseline, featuring the Pope in his papal regalia. It's outside the section where in 2005, Pope Leo cheered on the Sox during Game 1 of the World Series. Someone who attended that game says it's surreal to think that he was sitting next to the future Pope.
When all this transpired, I looked back and I said, is that the Pope next to me? And sure enough, it was, and it was pretty surreal.
The mural includes a screenshot of the game's broadcast showing the Pope at the game with friends. And a new exhibit celebrating the Queen of East Tennessee is now open in Nashville. I don't even have to say it. The exhibit of Dolly Parton. It's called Dolly Parton Journey of a Seeker. It sits at the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. It focuses on turning points throughout her more than 60-year career. Her clothes, awards, handwritten lyrics, instruments, and so much more is all included. Dolly was there for the opening. She says this is a dream come true.
I just think it's wonderful that I have been able to see my little girl dreams come true. It's a long ways from the top of the Smoky Mountains to the top of the world. And thanks to you and all the fans and the people that have helped me along the way, I've made it.
Now, this exhibit will be on display through September 2026. 9:10 this morning as we head into Memorial Day weekend, we get a closer look at a solemn program helping veterans pay their respects to their fallen brothers in arms.
First alert this evening, really high wind potential on the Cumberland Plateau. Can't rule out that isolated tornado, but boy, a huge drop off at the humidity after tonight. Up next.